Hello, I'm Casey Clark, NAPEO's President and CEO. Welcome to the Year in Review edition of NAPEO News Studio, where we'll share highlights of all our work on your behalf in 2024. It was a busy year in the States, with a flood of PEO impacting legislation popping up all over the country. We were on the ground and active in issues in 20 states and engaged 14 in-state lobbyists to help us promote and protect the interest of the PEO industry. As a result, we scored some impactful wins on your behalf. In Oregon, thanks to strong mobilization and advocacy effort, we successfully beat back legislation that would have eliminated the co-employment model. In Ohio and Kansas, NAPEO supported bills codifying the existing practice of allowing PEOs to provide large group health plans to their clients were signed into law. In Delaware, we scored another big win with the passage of legislation correcting the treatment of small businesses in a PEO relationship under Delaware's new Paid Family and Medical Leave Act. As a result of our lobbying work in Montana, the state's Department of Labor and Industry reversed course and is no longer considering making disruptive changes to how PEOs report state unemployment tax on behalf of their clients. And we're already gearing up for 2025, including efforts to pass PEO Model Act legislation in California and Georgia. In Washington, we've kept up the pressure on the IRS, urging them to process the hundreds of thousands of legitimate employee retention tax credit claims still stuck in the backlog. PEO clients played by the rules and are having their claims held hostage to the rampant fraud that continues to bog down the system. We aren't letting them off the hook. Our efforts to cultivate a stakeholder relationship with the IRS resulted in the development of the supplemental ERTC program, which allowed PEOs to resubmit outstanding claims for expedited processing. Because of our continued work on the ERTC, NAPEO is now the go-to source for the business community perspective, resulting in positive coverage for the PEO industry in Politico, Bloomberg, The Hill, The Washington Times, and more. We also leverage the relationships we've built on Capitol Hill to push for and receive more support for our priorities in next year's tax bill. This includes IRS processing reform, fixing 199A tax deductions, and most importantly, PEO liability protection for client payroll tax credit claims. Speaking of the tax bill, we expect to spend much of the first half of 2025 working with lawmakers to ensure that it's crafted in a way that empowers our industry. 2024 was a great year for the PAC. More than 100 NAPEO members donated more than $158,000 to the PAC this year. 47 of those donations are from first-time donors. Overall, the PAC raised more than $245,000 this election cycle, far and away our most successful fundraising effort ever. Our track record for picking winners is very strong. 97% of the bipartisan candidates we supported won their elections. NAPEO PAC is a powerful and effective tool to build relationships and strengthen PEO comprehension and support in Washington. We commissioned a treasure trove of market and industry research this year, equipping you with the information you need to create effective sales and marketing strategies in 2025. In May, we worked with the folks at the Harris Poll to examine how policymakers view NAPEO and our industry as a whole. While the results, not surprisingly, found that we've got some work to do to enhance the visibility and understanding of the PEO industry, those that know PEOs think very highly of the work you're doing. They say that PEOs are convenient, efficient, comprehensive. They know we're experts. What's more, the research validated that our messaging about the ways PEOs help small businesses, provide better benefits for employees, enable faster growth, and increase success rates really resonates with them. In September, we released new economic data comparing businesses that use a PEO to businesses that don't. It showed that PEO clients grow more than twice as fast, have employee turnover that's 12% lower, and are 50% less likely to go out of business than comparably sized businesses that don't use a PEO. In other words, businesses that partner with a PEO are stable, robust, and better positioned for long-term success. We also released some fascinating new market research on what keeps small and mid-sized business owners up at night. Our survey of 800 business owners found that for every concern they have, from growth and scaling to compliance and benefits to remote work, PEOs have the answer. These results are a goldmine of information that you can use to develop your sales and marketing programs. In our ongoing efforts to raise the visibility of the PEO industry, we launched an exciting new ad campaign that illustrates how PEOs streamline the many intricacies that come with running a business on your own. We also launched our first DC-focused ad campaign that underscores the crucial role PEOs play in strengthening and supporting small businesses across the country. As an association, we know that one of our core strengths is our ability to convene the industry and bring people together, learn, engage, and network. We did that very successfully in 2024, with near record attendance at our annual conference and marketplace, a productive and positive PEO Capital Summit, and our always popular specialty seminars. In addition, hundreds of members gathered at the 11 Leadership Council forums we held across the country, and nearly 3,000 of you participated in our virtual programs like webinars, PEO University, community conversations, and First Fridays. And last but certainly not least, among our accomplishments this year, we launched the new and improved NAPEO Forum, an important online tool that allows you to connect and engage with other NAPEO members. The upgraded forum is filled with new features and a more user-friendly interface. We've seen a real uptick in engagement on the forum, and we're hopeful it will continue into the new year. I'd like to close this edition with a personal thank you for your continued support for NAPEO and for me as I wrap up my first year as NAPEO's CEO. It's an absolute privilege to work in this great industry, for our great members, and with my talented colleagues at NAPEO. I wish you all a healthy, happy holiday season, and I'll see you in 2025.